They are so smart. They are so full of gratitude because we rescue them and somebody is giving them a loving home. To survive in the streets of Romania, it's a very tough life. You need to avoid many risks, many dangers. You need to understand who are the good people and who are the bad people. So through the generations of dogs that are born in the street, of course, they became very intelligent. Because they got nothing in life, when they receive everything, they would give you their life because of the gratitude they feel towards the new owner. These dogs are in terrible condition. They were taken from Mangalia. They have a very, very severe form of mange. They have wounds. One has blood on his skin. And yeah, we'll see if we can do something for them or if it's better to put them to sleep because they are really in a very bad situation and they were suffering horribly where they were. So it's good that they're here now and they will get some medical care and we will see what we can do for them. They're all bones, they're just bones. I'm Sara Turetta. I'm the founder and the president of Save the Dogs and Other Animals organizations rescuing animals in Romania. I was previously working for a big advertising agency in Milan. I was very passionate about animals and I was already active in rehoming dogs in Milan. But when I heard what was going on in Romania in 2001, when the first mass killing started, I decided I had to do something and I collected some stuff and money and I brought it with other volunteers to Bucharest. It was like a major shock for me to see what was the situation in Romania. It was really worse than what I had expected. And the most shocking thing was the fact that people were not interested in this. I mean, they were just passing by the dogs, almost ignoring the ones who were maybe with the spine broken. And well, I understood afterwards that Romanians have suffered a lot, so that we shouldn't blame them for that kind of approach. They themselves have a lot of problems. So this has caused and still causes lack of empathy towards the animals. And when I went back to Milan, I decided I would help Romania on a constant basis. She's extremely handleable and very friendly. I mean, this is amazing for a dog that has been in a killing pound.
Starea generală este bună.
Bună. She's in good shape. Okay, so I think we won't stress her further. We'll just put her back now in her kennel. She'll get a good meal and we'll leave her like a couple of days to get used to this new place, and then we will start with all the vaccination and Adrian will look after her. Gata, e ok, Cătălin, că e un pic stresată. Mai ascult un pic aici. I had the possibility to start a little project in a small town called Cernavoda, and I managed to convince the city hall not to kill the dogs anymore. I thought I would prove that a pilot project in a mid-sized town would demonstrate that the killings were not the right way, which is not something that Sara Turetta says, it's something that also the World Health Organization says. Also the OIE, I mean the biggest organizations of specialists in this field say that catch and kill is not solving the problem. And it has been proved because if we remove a big number of dogs from the territory, that territory will be immediately occupied by other dogs coming from the surroundings. So there will be food available, space available for new dogs. So if you just remove the dogs, you're just creating a new favorable environment for other animals. And this is going to be a never-ending. I wanted to show that the trap, neuter and release technique, which is the one suggested by the most important international institutions and organizations, was the right one. So we were just keeping in our facilities the dogs that really needed help, so they could not survive in the street. This means dogs that were hit by cars, dogs that were clearly abandoned by an owner, they did not belong to a pack, so they would not survive in the street, dogs that were in difficulty. Puppies, of course. So these dogs were taken to our shelters, treated, prepared, and then introduced into an international adoption program. When I arrived here in 2002, there were 2,000 dogs in Cernavoda roaming in the street. Many of them were mangy dogs, very sick, scared, and puppies. And in 2013, until September, until the new law was approved, we made a new survey together with the city hall, and the dogs in the city were 350. So it was a dramatic change, a very positive one, and everyone was really happy, also the local politicians. And most of the citizens were happy because they saw that there were no more big packs and the situation and dogs were healthy, was pretty under control. Now the new law, besides stating that the dogs have to be caught and killed after 14 days, which of course is very bad and we don't agree with this, the law also says that we cannot release the dogs anymore. So it's a really difficult moment for Save the Dogs.
Hey, Roberta.
We need people from other countries to support us and to adopt these fantastic dogs. They are so smart, they are so full of gratitude because we rescue them and somebody is giving them a loving home, so they can really be a special member of the family.
I have a little bit of tattoo.
So when you take a dog from the street, you don't know what he's gone through. He might indeed carry some disease, and so this is why we are extremely careful, and we keep the dogs for many months in our facilities, and they go through very deep medical procedures. Of course, the vaccinations, all the wormings, the fleeing. We spend so much money to make sure that the dogs that are rehomed do not bring any disease abroad.
Vicky was found injured, unfortunately, very badly injured on the road. She was together with two other sisters when they were really young puppies. And I had to take her to the vet. Unfortunately, the injury was really bad and they decided to cut off the injured leg. So since then, she's been in our care. one of her other sister was also in our care, and she is been happily adopted in Switzerland, and the other one is adopted by a local family. So Vicky was not as lucky to start with because she had to put up with the shelter life, but still it was the best we could do for her, and to put her into safety, it was still good that she's now healthy and she can enjoy life. She's wonderful also. Roberta, I only noticed her last year in the city of Mangalia, where I live nearby. She was on the street in the central market of the city, and because of her lovely nature, everybody was taking care of her in a way. Everybody was feeding her and was cuddling her, but that was it. One day I heard about the dog catchers coming in town to pick up a massive number of dogs because it was the summer starting and they needed to clear the town, and I couldn't get Roberta out of my mind. I noticed her handicap, I noticed her lovely nature, and not knowing what I can do for the future, I just decided to take her away from the danger of the road and from the danger of the dog catchers. So since last year she's been in our care, and she's lovely.
When you see that you make the difference for thousands of lives, then no matter how tough it is, you go on, even if it's not easy. I must confess that there are moments when I think, why am I doing this? Will I have the energies to go on? But as far as there will be people helping us abroad, as far as there will be families having our dogs and allowing us to go on, not to be a killing facility, but to be a non-kill facility, thanks to the adoptions. I really want to underline this. Then we can keep our heads up and we can keep our strengths, and we will go on, even if we see a lot of suffering and a lot of dogs dying. But the happiness we bring to the animals keep us going.